Can the winds of change finally sweep through Hollis Hall, giving the Chicago Bears a fighting chance? What if the tides are shifting just in time for the fresh season? Bears fans, listen up today. We've got some jaw-dropping news that'll have you on the edge of your seat. Hit like, subscribe to Bears News Fan Report for every post-pounding update, and let us know, are you ready for the return of the monsters of the Midway? Word on the street is, there's a storm brewing at training camp, and it's centered around none other than our newly minted offensive mastermind, Ben Johnson, and the rookie wide receiver, Luther Burden. Insiders are buzzing, whispers echoing through the city's back alleys, hinting at a fiery confrontation on the practice field that could either forge a diamond or leave a crack in the foundation. Fans caught glimpses of Johnson's intense coaching style, his demand for perfection, leaving no room for sloppiness or second chances. A moment of misalignment from Burden, and you can bet Johnson's letting him have it like a seasoned coach should. The stakes have never been higher. This is not just another training camp banner. It's a window into a future that many, including myself, have longed for a Bears offense that finally lives up to its potential. Sure, Burden's a rookie, but that doesn't matter when you're in a city that worships the legends of Peyton, Urlacher, and Hester players who forged their legacies through blood, sweat, and an unforgiving drive to succeed. The city craves a winner, and Johnson's relentless standard could be the difference this season. But here's the catch. If Burden can't take that hard coaching and rise to the challenge, what are we left with? Could he crumble under the weight of expectation, leaving the Bears once again vulnerable and searching for a playmaker when each snap counts? On the flip side, what if that tough love lights a fire in him? What if he transforms into the weapon we desperately need, connecting seamlessly with Caleb Williams, the quarterback of our dreams? Imagine a world where that chemistry sparks, igniting an offensive juggernaut that sends shockwaves through the league. Can you feel the hope rising, or is it just another mirage in the desert of excuses? As each day drips into the next, the anticipation grows thicker. We're not just looking for a wide receiver. We're searching for the next era of greatness. And nothing is guaranteed. Will Burden rise from the ashes, or will he become another footnote in Bears history? As Johnson lays down the law, we all wait with bated breath, knowing that every moment counts. With the next practice just around the corner, the question lingers like a haunting refrain. What happens when the pads pop and the pressure ratchets up? Only time will tell if this drama unfolds as a redemption tale or a tragic misfire. Keep your eyes peeled, Bears fans. The plot thickens, and with it, the hopes of a city hang in the balance. Bears Nation, let's strip away the sun-drenched positivity and bare our souls. This is a tempest howling on the shores of Lake Michigan, and I'm telling you right now, we are on the edge of something monumental, something that could either lift us to the heavens or drag us down to the depths of despair. Sure, we've donned the blue and orange armor, but have we taken a hard look at the battlefield? We're walking that fine line between hope and heartache, and today we must face the storm brewing inside Hollis Hall with fervor. The question isn't just whether we win or lose. It's who we want to be, what legacy we're fighting for, and how we'll stand when the chips are down. Now, let me ask you, what if the whispers in the locker room aren't just the echoes of practice songs but the tremors of a fracture running deeper than Lake Michigan? Imagine Matt Eberflus caught in a ruthless bind between the old guard and a fresh wave of analytics. His foundational principles being challenged by a front office thinking 3 moves ahead like a chess master. Can you hear the hissing tension? The delicate metal clanking inside a factory hitting 8th gear? What if I told you our defense, renowned for the toughness of Butkus and Singletary, is grappling with identity as players clash with the coaching staff over strategies that feel out of touch with who we are as Bears? Go back to '85, when that fearsome defense brought us glory, and remember how quickly that feeling can turn to ashes. The sound of the clock ticking down as our hopes evaporate like morning fog over the city. But here's the thing, we have not just our bitter rivals to contend with on the field. The Packers living rent-free in our heads, but a crack forming within our very own ranks. Teams around the NFC North are sharpening their swords, and we're stuck exchanging pleasantries while the echoes of our own mistakes loom large, like shadows at Soldier Field on a chilly October night. The stakes are dangerously high, my friends. If we can't tackle these rifts, every flickering ember of hope could be snuffed out before we reach the postseason. Remember our last two playoff runs? The brutal crash of 10 against the Packers, when the Lord of the Rings fell over the head of our dreams. And what about 8-team team brimming with promise, only to have it snatched away by a double doink that left our hearts shattered? Every moment is a reminder of what hangs in the balance with each passing game. Can you feel that wind? The icy breeze slicing through the city streets, just like the words being murmured behind closed doors. The toxicity of doubt threatens to undermine the very steel of our foundation. Look at the ground where legends once roamed. Ehrlicher prowled the field with the ferocity of a bear in winter. And now what do we have? Palpable frustration among teammates, like a storm brewing under a steel gray sky, as every miscommunication on the field could ripple back to coaching to decisions made in the heat of a moment. What if we lose the way to bond as a team, just as the city can find itself lost in the winter trapped in fog and ice, unable to see the way forward? Visualize if the winning spirit that once defined our franchise gets shadowed by the weight of modernity, by clashes that could either spark a renaissance or put a full stop on our spirit. And then there's the ever-looming specter of the draft, the curious allure of fresh blood that could either heal or tear us apart. How far is the front office willing to go to shake things up? Are we missing pieces that could spell glory or miscalculating what we really need once again? The clock is ticking. You can feel it vibrating through your very soul. And as we edge closer to that defining moment, whether it's a sensational breakthrough or revival of nightmarish chapters, Gone by the question hangs heavy in the air. Are we prepared to face the ghosts of our own making? Can we summon the ghosts of Hester's glory and Ehrlicher's relentless pursuit to transform our path? Get ready, my brothers and sisters, because we are teetering on the cliff between a new dawn or a return to darkened days. What will the future hold? Are we willing to gaze into the abyss and battle the demons that haunt our beloved Bears? Now is the time to scream louder, believe more fiercely, and raise that flag high, because this is our year. Or is it? Keep your hearts beating, because we are nowhere near the end.